Good morning, Helen.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Not too good.
So, how's things going on with you?
I'm just trying to hang in there, with my schoolwork and my job.
Mhm.
I'm trying to cope. I'm just coping.
Last week we talked about you being feeling depressed. So, would you want to tell me more about it this week? How you feeling? Oh,
Actually, I don't really think I'm depressed, but I think I'm overwhelmed with all the things going around me. I have to go to school, and my schoolwork is very hectic. I only registered for two classes, and I didn't know it's like a accelerated class to me because I have assignments upon assignments, and I have uh, children that I have to take care of, as well, and my family. So
mhm,
when I combine all those together, it's really tension on me, giving me a lot of stress,
mhm.
and I'm been having sleepless nights because I've not been able to sleep, trying to combine my school with my job and my family issues. So it's really, really getting on me at this time.
I see. So you're telling me that you have not been sleeping really well. So how many hours do you sleep at night?
Most of the time, after finishing all my activity at night and I go to bed, probably I sleep like 3 hours and I'll be up again for like another 2 hours before I'll be able to go back to sleep.
Okay.
Approximately, I might say, all the sleep, all the time I slept is around like maybe 4 or 5 hours.
Okay. So you're telling me your sleep schedule is about like 4 hours.
Yes, approximately.
And how do you feel when you wake up in the morning after sleeping for only 4 hours?
Sometimes I feel energetic. Sometimes I feel very tired and I don't feel like doing anything, because I'm tired.
Mhm,
I have to drop my daughter at school, and I have another son too that is in college. I have to drop at school,
mhm,
so it all make me tired.
mhm. I remember last week we talked about a list of activities that um, you could remember just to manage your time. Have you been working on it?
Actually, I've been working on it. I tried. I bought a um like a diary where I put in all what I still have to do for the day, and I make a schedule for myself. At times, I don't catch up with the schedule
Mhm,
because something might come out of the schedule that I have to address.
mhm.
Like maybe my daughter can call me now that she needs to get some stuff at the store, which I think is very important,
Yeah.
because- and then I have to now go out of the schedule and do that. But still, basically, I'm working towards the schedule because when I wake up in the morning, make a schedule for my route where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do. I'm
Mhm,
basically trying to keep catch up with it, but at times it's not. I'm not accurate with it.
mhm. Yeah. So, Ellen, I understand that you've been so busy and you're not able really to have enough time for yourself and for your family. Um, so, do you usually wake up early in the morning, or what is your routine morning look like, or what does it look like?
I'm an early person. I rise very early, like maybe like every day around like 6:30 or 5:20. I'm always up. No matter if I go to sleep 1 hour, I will be up at that time. So I wake up very
Mhm.
early.
Mm, okay. So I understand you are a nursing student. So I mean, have you tried to follow my advice from last week, how you would find enough time to sleep and complete your school assignment and take care of your family? I understand that's a lot to do. I understand that it's a lot to do, but in 1 week, how do you manage to do that?
I remember we discussed about when with my schedule because I come home late and
Mhm,
by the time I finish getting myself together, it's like almost 9 o'clock.
mhm,
And you advised me to, just get myself settled down
mhm,
and situated and then, go to sleep.
mhm,
And also to see if I can go through my assignments on the days I'm off. But
mhm.
just because I have a lot of assignments, I've not have that courage, just to come home and go to bed straight. I still have to take my computer, look at my assignments and see what to do. So that I've not been able to accomplish yet because I'm scared I don't want to fail my classes.
Mhm. I see. I understand. So you think that you have so much to do, you feel overwhelmed. So what do you think you can do now to make you feel less overwhelmed?
I think what I need to do now, probably to work hard, make sure my kids get their driver's license, then they will be able to drive themselves to school. That would be a big relief on me. And also probably really discipline myself to go to bed if I whenever I'm working, maybe I'll be able to I should go to bed on early than going to bed late and see how it's going to work. That's what I'm thinking. That's the other thing I'm thinking to do.
Okay, that's a good one. But Ellen, I understand that you've been talking only about work, assignment, kids, but you have not mentioned anything that make you feel like I mean, not a moment that you forget about all this assignment and work and kids. How about yourself? Is there a moment that you think about yourself, taking care of yourself?
Um, I think that's what I'm still working on to be able to have time to take care of myself. And that's the main reason why I'm going to school. If I'm able to accomplish my goals, might be all the stress will be relieved from me, and I won't be working too much. I'll just, do my just go to work and come back home, and I'll be able to relax and have time for myself. I'll be able to go to movie or to watch any program that I have that I think I feel like watching.
Okay. So I understand at this time you do not have time for yourself. You do not have time to go to the movie not only once a month.
No.
Okay. Uh, w- What do you think? Is there anything that you can think of to make you feel like, okay, you you can do this at the same time, find times for yourself, not maybe twice a week or once a week.
Um, I think I have to look at it and see how I can shovel my schedule around. And probably once a week might be considerable just to have for myself because I can't promise twice a week. I think I will start from once a week. When I finish eating my dinner, probably I will just relax and watch something interesting that can make me smile and, free from my book and anything going on around me, just focus on myself and enjoy that moment. I think I might put that into consideration and see what I can do if that is going to work and help me out.
Okay. As you know, during our meeting, my job is not to tell you exactly what to do. I'm just here to guide you to find some good activities that would keep you um, moving without feeling overwhelmed. Um, how about early in the morning? Do you try to go to the gym or you try to go out for a walk, things like that before you start doing everything you just mentioned?
Mm, I thought about that too, but I've not tried. I think that's a good suggestion that I might consider.
Yeah.
Wake up like 5:30 and
Yeah.
see if I can run around the neighborhood.
You can walk. You can walk at least for 30 minutes just to get some fresh air before you shower, and then I think that would help you a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. If you do not really have time to go to the gym, that you can walk in your neighborhood for about 30 minutes. And I think that would help you. So what else would you think of?
Um, Maybe spending time with my family, going out for dinner, that can help too.
Okay. So I understand that you have not had time to eat dinner with your family.
Not most of the time, no.
And you miss that? Do you miss that?
I think I miss that because it's fun having family together,
Mm-hmm.
everybody share their phones and story and we all laugh together.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good, but
Yeah.
it's time consuming as well. When I look at it, I would think it's going to take most of my time.
Or you're saying when you think of spending time with your family, is going to take your time.
Yeah,
So you're not going to have enough time to do what you to do what.
like
So
to do my assignments and other things.
okay. So um, if I understand, um, if you spend time with your family, will that make you feel guilty and not able to complete your assignment, or because you are having so much to do, you do not have time for your family, that also make you feel guilty?
I think both. And I think if I might try to see if I can, start, take one step at a time,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
maybe set up a date
Mm-hmm.
where we can go out and probably with that being scheduled, I'll be able to manage my time and get my assignments done before going out so that I'll be able to feel free, relax when we are having dinner together. I might put that into consideration and
Mm-hmm.
see how it's going to work.
Mm-hmm. So is there a day, week that you can think of? This day I'm going to sit down with my family just to eat dinner together, just having dinner with my family. Is there a day that you can think of?
I think with my school schedule, I think I'm going to pick probably Sunday.
Mm.
That's the end of the week, and I've submitted all my assignments at that time. Then before the week starts, maybe Sunday might be a good suggestion,
Mm.
a good day that I can pick.
Mm-hmm. So in for our next meeting, I'm asking you to write this down, that you're going to pick a day, 1 day per week, to have dinner with your family, and at least 2 mornings that you can wake up and go out for a walk.
Okay.
How does that sound?
I'll put that in mind and I'll work towards it.
Is there anything you would like us to discuss about this meeting today?
I think basically you've touched every part of the situation, and I just have to see how things are going to work out for me, with me finding time for myself and also being able to spend time with my family. I think I'm going to work on this.
Okay. You're going to work on what we just talk about and see how you're going to feel about it, whether that's going to help you. If you could put like how many hours per week you need to work on your school assignment, so that, because it's up to you, but I believe you could do a schedule for your school. How often do you do your school assignment? In 7 days, you have 7 days in a week. So how often do you do your school assignment?
Almost every day, because I have to go online and check whatever the instructor puts in there. Maybe there's anything I have to update, or there's anything I have to correct, or and just to check on the assignments that are due. Once I go there and check something, definitely I want to address it. So it makes me get involved every day.
Okay. But I feel like you are a very good student. And you are working hard. You are working hard on it. And is there anything you would like is there anything you would like me to touch on any other point apart from your assignment, feeling overwhelmed with assignment, family, and work?
I think that's all I have.
Okay. Helen, that was very nice to meet you again, and we will meet in 2 weeks. We will meet in 2 weeks, and we will talk about your progress and see how we can work together, how you're working, how you're managing your time in our school assignment, family, everything. So it was really nice meeting you, and I need to remind you that everything that been said here in this meeting would be kept confidential. So the only time I might break that is if there's something that I do not understand, so I need to clarify, I might need to consult my professor.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for letting me know.
But it was a pleasure to meet you.
Nice talking to you too.
Was it?
Okay, very good.
Was it 20 minutes?
Yes, you did about 20 minutes. Perfect.
20 minutes?
Yes.
I put make like, I don't know if it was.
Oh, you do.
Okay, now we can record 10 minutes. Ellen, do you want to be the therapist and I'll be the client?
Okay.
Okay.
So is it 20 minutes too?
Yeah, but we're gonna have to split it. You do 10 minutes, and then we'll do another video and record the other 10 minutes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. How you doing, Mr. Alex?
Good. No, not that good. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear not that good. Is there anything going on that you think we need to address that you said it's not that good?
Well, I haven't been sleeping well, and I feel fatigued throughout the day, and just like I feel overwhelmed by all the schoolwork that I've been working on. I think it's a little bit too much, and I just can't handle so much workload. I've never been exposed to so much objectives that I need to accomplish within a little time frame.
Mm.
I think it's just affecting me physically, mentally, and just feel just overwhelmed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that all this is making you to be overwhelmed.
Thank you.
I know we met last week and we discussed about some of this issue. And as you know, everything we discuss in this therapy session is going to be confidential, and no information is going to be given to no one. And also, I'm also going to ask your permission because I might jot down some stuff so as a follow-up so that I don't forget if I have to. But everything is going to be confidential.
Okay.
So were you able to do any of those stuff we discussed last week?
Some of them, I still feel like I tried to, but it's just I feel like my priority is schoolwork,
Mm-hmm.
and I tried to accomplish the what we discussed last time, but I don't believe it's working that well.
So what did you try and why do you believe it's not working? Can you remind me?
Well, I've been trying to get more sleep at night. Try to do a little more physical activity throughout the day. Um, and just not. It's not. I don't think I'm doing enough.
So if I may ask, can I know how your schedule look like? Your schedule, your schoolwork, how does the schedule look like?
Oh, my schedule is 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Sometimes I'll pick extra shifts on the weekends. And then I have to, pick up my kids and take them to their extracurricular activities. And then I have to settle down and start doing some homework. And I'm in a hurry and just eating quickly, not spending time with my family.
So with all this, have you been able to, you don't have enough time to sleep as you said, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Have you ever considered reducing your hours of work? Because it looks like you have 2 jobs.
Yeah. What was your question? Sorry.
I say, have you ever considered to reduce your hours of work?
Yes, I think I can, but I feel like I always tell myself that I think I can manage all the workload that I have, and just it doesn't work out like that. Another week passes by and it doesn't work out. I just continue with the same schedule.
I understand. Men always want to feel strong and, be there and to provide for their family, but there are other things that you have to put into consideration. Like if you really want to accomplish your goals, your job, it's very important that you work, but you just have to make everything to balance. So you have to look at it this way. If I do too many hours, am I going to get enough rest, or am I going to have enough time for my family, and am I going to have enough time for my school? So you put both in a scale and see if it's going to how it's going to balance. Then you can also look at your bills and what is coming in. If you have something for now that can take care of your bills and not extra, I would encourage you to consider that, and then see if you can drop your part-time job. It's just a suggestion, you know what you're going through, but it's just an opinion to see if that's going to help you when you after you finish your 8 hours job, 8 to 5, 5 o'clock, you pick up your kids or you go home straight, you're able to have time to spend with your kids. Probably have time to take a nap.
Yeah.
You might also have time to study. So you might consider to look that as an option if it works. And if it doesn't work, then we can look at what else can we do to help you financially. I know it's very tough going to school and working as well. It's not easy because I've been there too, and I know how tough it is. And I know also how tough it is to be without a sound sleep. If you don't get sound sleep, it's going to affect you academically. It's going to affect your grade, and it's going to affect, your mental status. You might not be thinking right because the time for sleep that we supposed to is very, very important for everyone. If you sleep well, you have good health, you have longevity, name it all. It's all included. But once you don't have enough sleep, you're going to be stressful, you're going to be irritable, anxiety, all those stuff come into place. So in order for us to avoid this, because what we're trying to address here is to make sure you take care of yourself, which is you getting enough sleep. So if you can put this into consideration and look at your schedule and make adjustments to it, and see, am I going to continue living like this for another 18 months or 2 years by the time I finish my school? Or am I going to adjust so that I can, get things situated? So you look at it and let me know what you think about, giving up your part-time job and maintaining your full-time job. And also we can look at if you can get financial aid once you qualify. Because if you make a lot of money, they're not going to give you financial assistance. But the little you have, and you can still benefit from the government, which is they can give you financial aid, and that can be like supplements until you finish your school. What do you think, Mr. Alice?
Well, I need to speak with my supervisor, and I haven't, he's a really hard individual to approach. I think he would tell me, "You sure you can hack it?" Or he's gonna say that he really needs me there at the job setting. And I feel like I'm gonna put down the employees and the company down for requesting some hours off, and I feel like they're gonna fall behind as well. So I guess I'll start stressing about my employer. But yeah, I need to talk to a supervisor. But it's a good idea. I like the idea that you mentioned. Decrease my hours, get more time to sleep. I'll use the extra time to do my homework, which allows me to give me more time throughout the night to sleep and get the rest that I need.
I see you're a very hardworking man, and which is very good for you and your family. When you say your supervisor is very tough to approach, what makes him to be tough?
I just feel like I'm gonna put him down and the company down. So he really needs me. He always says that I'm one of his top employees. So I feel like if I'm gone, he's gonna have a hard time, not only for himself but all the other employers. Also, that I feel like they're gonna have to replace me. Find a replacement, maybe find a part-time worker, and it takes a long process for them to find another employee. So that's why it's kind of hard to to decrease the hours. I mean, I could do it, but I'll feel guilty at the same time.
I think there's nothing bad in trying. I think you can give it a try and talk to your supervisor. And also, you should also think about yourself. The way you're thinking about if you reduce your hours, you might be putting them down. He's not going to think like that. He's going to, if he know that, if he knows you are a very good worker and he needs you, he's also going to be concerned about your health. Because if you're healthy and strong, that's when you're going to be there. But if you're not sleeping and you get sick, you won't be able to go to work. So you have to look at that part too, that your health is number one, not the job. Your health number one, then your children, because you want to be there for them. They need you. So just look at it again and see if it really makes sense. If it really makes sense for you to drop those extra hours, and then let me know your thoughts about it.
Well, yeah, I think I agree with you regarding decreasing my hours. Because I do hang out with my family. When I do have a chance to hang out with my family, I just feel fatigued, and I don't think I'm being myself. And they want to go to the park, they want to go, go out, but I'm just there like a zombie, thinking about homework, or just feel super tired. But I'll speak with the supervisor and schedule a one-to-one meeting with him.
That would be good, Mr. Alex. And also, when you talk about your family, I think it's very important and healthy as well to spend time with our family, which I myself am working towards that, because at least once a week or once every 2 weeks, you can spend time with your family. Probably you might pick a date, maybe one day in the of the week, probably every 2 weeks or every 1 week, maybe Friday or Saturday. I have a client that every Friday night is the family time. Whatever they're doing, everybody put it aside. So you might look into that too. If you can't do it every week, maybe every 2 weeks, you pick one day and you say, okay, I'm going to finish as I'm going to work today. When I come back from work, tonight is family night. We all go out. It's not that you don't have food in the house or you can't cook. You just go out for the fun. You go out, and once you're out there, your mind is there. You spend that time, and that's it. Then you can come home, relax, and sleep for that day. Then you consider to continue your school work and all those things. You try to put things in place. This time is going to be for my study time. This time is going to be my work time. This time is going to be my family time. So if you sacrifice just one day of every 2 weeks for your family, I don't think that is going to affect you or hurt you. And if it happen to affect your studies, probably you might do it once a month. It's nothing bad. There's nothing bad trying from a place. You can try from once a month. Once a month is going to be family time. You can look if that's going to work for you, and then see how it is. Because when you work with your family, it gives you more energy. It gives more life, bring more life to you, that you spend time with them, and it's also going to help your memory too, because it's going to help you to sleep well. And once you sleep well, you can think well and also function well.
Yes. And how should I approach my manager?
Your manager, I think you should go to your manager and approach him in a nice way. You first be polite to him. If you not be polite to him. And if possible, you can take him out for lunch or dinner or lunchtime. Just say, oh, let's go to lunch together.
Give him the bad news there.
Let's go to lunch together. You take him for lunch and don't be stingy at that time. Pay for his lunch food and, make him happy. And just tell him, oh, probably you want to do, I would like to work only 2 days. What do you think? And probably you've been working 8 hours. I would like to work 2 days a week and I want to do double. So you just work 2 days a week and you're done. If that's what you choose. And if you think you can do 12 hours, just 2 days and you are done. I just want to do these 12 hours for 2 days and until I finish my school. I will appreciate if you can, consider approving that for me. What do you think? You just do it as if you're joking,
Yeah, but I've noticed that my grades at school are not as high as they used to be. And I think it's because of all the tired fatigue that I have. So maybe decreasing the hours would help. That way I can study the material even better, and have more time for my family. But
Okay.
yeah, I think it's a good idea. Talking to my supervisor, I know he's available, on certain dates, and maybe I can invite him out for lunch this week, and see, and let him know my situation about my schoolwork and balancing work and spending time with my family, having personal time for myself, to exercise or just doing extracurricular activities that I like to do, and I could see if that helps improve my sleep, helps improve my anxiety. But I completely agree with decreasing the workload, because I think I can financially still make it if I decrease some hours. So it's not really necessary for me to have that amount of financial resources right now. I think I can afford it.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. And also, I'm going to be looking forward to see more improvements by getting more feedback from you that you are able to sleep now at least 7 to 8 hours is very good. If you can put it into practice and make sure you don't do too much exercise close to the night time or bedtime. Don't drink too much fluid that will be getting you up off and on to go to the restroom. And take a warm shower.
Okay.
All right, and let your mind be free.
No, away from sodas at night and not eat a heavy meal. That's what I've been doing too.
And pizza can give you heartburn and not make you to sleep well.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Alice. It was nice talking with you, and I'll be looking forward to see you next week.
Yes, I'll be here.
All right. Is there anything you think you want to share with me apart from all what we've discussed?
No, I'll go ahead and try the goals that we made, and I'll see you the following week.
Okay, you have my number. You can call me at any time.
Okay.
Feel free to give me a call, and I will be there for you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You have a nice day.
Likewise, you too. And meeting.